Welcome back to WSAV News 3 today at 11. The countdown is on. You are invited to a grand opening like no other tomorrow. The Coastal Gullah Geechee and Afro-Caribbean Chamber of Commerce will officially cut the ribbon to a center that connects entrepreneurs, professionals, and nonprofit. Wesley Mahogany Bowers is the agency's president and CEO. Mover Dan from Mover Dan Savannah is a supporter of the center. They both join us now with more. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you for having us.
So we were talking during the break. This is a project that's been more than a year in the making.
Yes, it has. And so it's been something that's been on my heart. So a lot of people know me from being from Savannah with Blessings in a Book Bag and all the community work that I've done throughout the years with amazing organizations. But what a lot of people did not know is that my roots come from South Carolina. My people are Gullah Geechee people. And so one of the things is I did not see my reflection. I did not see where Gullah Geechee and also Afro-Caribbean people were being represented. And so one of those things is be the change that you want to see. And so we wanted to make sure that we showcase the Gullah Geechee culture. We wanted to make sure that we showcase that Afro-Caribbean culture. And so what better way than to do what I already do, which is to help small businesses and entrepreneurs come together in the community to be able to support them in that way with the chamber.
Now, Mover Dan.
Yes, ma'am.
How did you get involved and why?
So I've known Mahogany for some years now. She's been a great friend, great supporter of mine. The business has really taken off over the past 4 years. This community has given so much to me, and I've had so much good fortune that I really want a way to give it back and give back to those communities. And so Mahogany's allowed me to partner, be a main sponsor with a lot of other projects we've done in the past, Teacher of the Month, projects with Blessings in the Book Bag, back to school donations. We had our trucks accept some donations over the past couple weeks, so it's been a blessing to know her and to have this opportunity, really.
Okay, so Mover Dan.
Yes, ma'am.
What is it?
What is it? Mover Dan. So we're a local independent moving company servicing the Savannah area and all 50 states. Yeah, we look to be that kind of pillar of the community, just making doing honest work for honest people, and employing the community. And that's another big goal of ours, is really being an employer here, growing the business, and also giving back to these wonderful nonprofits like
Yes.
So what the chamber is doing goes hand in hand with what Mover Dan is doing.
Definitely.
You have 4 pillars. Let's address all of those.
Yes, and so with our pillars that we have, we want to make sure that we're focusing on, we named ourselves the Chamber of Commerce for a reason, economic driver. The economic driver, I would say, is the biggest thing. Of course, we're talking about legacy. And so with the Gullah Geechee culture, what a lot of people don't know about the Gullah Geechee is that everything is built in legacy. And so we are the community that still preserves our own language, our own religion and spirituality, as well as our own maintaining of our crafts, whether it be sweetgrass baskets, shrimp and grits, whether it be red rice. Those things specifically come from our culture. And so when we talk about legacy, of course, that's a pillar, but it's the e-commerce to ensure that we are being an economic driver, where we're tapping in and showing ways that community partners like Mover Dan, as well as other businesses, can come together and collaborate to ensure that the sustainability of that economic is there for the legacy, which is for the rest of your family. And so education is a huge part of one of our pillars, to ensure that we're educating people on what that looks like and how to sustain that. And so we're excited about the different things that we have coming up. We're going to have some morning events, which is going to be our culture, coffee, and conversations. We'll also have some evening events for people when they get off of work, where we're educating people, lunch and learns. But this is an opportunity for us to really improve on what it is that we already have here in the beautiful city of Savannah. Savannah already has so much to offer. We just want to be able to fill that gap and add value to it.
So the space, is it an actual physical space, or how does that work?
Yes, and so mind you, we don't have a space yet. The grand opening will be held at one of our members' location, which is the West Broadband Shell, and we are excited to be able to be there and also promote this business. It's ran by an African-American and Korean African-American family, and they're there at 514 West, and I remember as a little girl growing up in Fraser Homes, that same location was owned by a man named Eddie. And I can remember Eddie was someone who I looked up to, and Eddie showed me what to be. And so I want to make sure that we're paying homage and giving that legacy to those young people who are in that business, starting fresh, that family. And so we're excited about being able to do that for that business and being an economic driver for them. And we got to talk about the scholarship.
Well, I was going to listen. I know that you're used to being on air and doing interviews because she is the voice of Savannah. But let me do my job.
And listen, you are right. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mover Dan.
Yes,
Let's talk about
ma'am.
the scholarships.
Let's talk about it.
How are you involved as far as backing the chamber in a financial way?
Yeah, so we're supplying the monetary donation for this young individual. Yeah, so we're the money backing for this one. Yeah.
How
Yes, ma'am.
important though is it that you are involved on a personal level?
On a personal level, it's very important. It's, again, I'll keep going back to it. I've been embraced by this community. I've seen my business grow very quickly, and it's just, for me personally, if I'm not giving back, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It doesn't all go together.
Yeah.
It's a river. You got to feed into it. You got to give other people the opportunities to go down the line, and it's been wonderful to partner.
That's what it's all about. So scholarships.
Yes.
How does that work?
And so we are doing our inaugural scholarship. And so there is a young man who is in need of some assistance. He comes from an amazing 2-parent home, and he actually has a full ride scholarship. But as parents who have college students know, full ride does not mean everything. And so this young man with his 4.0 GPA, full ride scholarship, we want to make sure that we are adding value to that. And also we want to show people in the community how serious we are about e-commerce. We named ourselves Chamber of Commerce for a reason. We're also going to be giving away a $250 small business micro grant that we will continue to give away every month. And that's something that we want to make sure that we are being the economic driver that we say we are. We want to make sure that we put the proof in the pudding. And so we're really excited about the opportunity, excited about organizations and businesses like Mover Dan Savannah who trust in the vision and say, how can we be a part of that? And so it's all about adding value to what our beautiful city already has.
All right, and that's a good way to segue into this. How can you be a part of that? Well, you can scan the QR code that you see on your screen to register for the grand opening and ribbon cutting for the Coastal Gullah Geechee and Afro-Caribbean Chamber of Commerce. That's taking place tomorrow night from 6 until 8 at the West Broad Bandshell. That's at 514 MLK Jr. Boulevard. You can find more information and see this interview again anytime by visiting our website, wsav.com/community corner. Also, you mentioned coffee, culture, and conversations. That will be Wednesday, August 19th from 8:30 a.m. until 10 a.m. at Geechee Girl. That's at 2109 West Bay Street, Unit C. And it takes a community, and that's how you raise the funds to provide scholarships and do what you do.
And that is correct. And thank you so much for having us on today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for being
Yes,
here
ma'am. Thank you.
today. Mahogany, Mover Dan. Thank you. Stay with us. You're watching WSAV News 3 today at 11. We'll be right back.